What's up, guys? I picked up a Wolf Tactical duty belt. This is their like medium duty, and I'll look it up for sure. I wanted something cheap and affordable. I am not an officer, not LE, not Army, whatever. I just like to shoot at the range and wanted something kind of cheap and affordable. I do occasional running guns, but that's the most of my extent, so relatively light use. I hadn't seen a lot of reviews for this, so I figured we'd do an opening together. So, in a bag, nothing special. It does come with an inner belt and an outer belt. So, here's the inner belt. Of course, hook and loop. It's single stitched. It's top, middle, bottom. I don't know if you can see it. I'll come in here. It's single stitch, top, middle, bottom. I did get the large. I wear a 38 for most shorts. Sometimes I wear a 36. Those are really tight, but kind of gives you an idea of where I'm at. So it is single stitched per stitching line, but there's 3. So we'll see. Hook and loop all the way through. Excuse me, hook all the way through. The loop side is just the front section. So we'll test that on a little bit and see how sizing goes. All right, in terms of the actual duty bar part, decent rigidity on the side. It is double layered. Again, single stitched. So we'll look through. It is single stitched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times for the hook. In terms of the stitching along the side, it is double lined hooped every, what is that, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Here, I'll pull a. Yeah, about every 1.5 inches. And then it is looped. So that looping does go through the Molle. So we'll see kind of how that builds together. It's exactly what I thought it would be. I think that's important to mention. It's not a $200 belt, so it shouldn't be a $200 belt. It is not a real Talon, which again, I don't think anybody is shocked at with this price point, but it seems good enough. Good positive retention, nice click, audible. If you come in at the side, it still works pretty good. Okay, so see, like if I used one thumb, it does, but it still stays on, so that's good. I think overall, we'll see if the fit's right. All right, so again, these are 38-inch pants. So I guess you do it backwards, to what I'm used to at least. In theory, that way the belt goes the other direction. At least based off the logo, I think that's what happens. But if I'm doing it wrong, I'm doing it wrong. But you can see how much extra leeway I have. Again, I'm a 36, 38, probably closer to 38. And I have about an extra 10 inches. All right. Now, 10 inches of overlap, I should say, not extra 10 inches. That's an important distinction. And then from there, we'll put on the belt. All right. Hey, got pretty close on my first try. All right. Loop that through. All right. I think I'll double stash that in a bit. But the large did say it would fit me, and I think we're pretty good. I don't know if. So overall, I think pretty good. I got 2 empty pistol mags, 2 empty AR mags, kind of just loaded up just to see where I like everything. I use an Omnivore Universal pistol. I like level 2s, and I like to be able to change my pistols. So this works for me. Yeah, actually, I like it a lot. Currently rocking a Zev full-size 17. Full-size Zev, really, I guess is what I should say. And yeah, on that TLR. Yeah, perfect. Did a little drop extension on the um, Safariland QRL, whatever, quick fork. And then, yeah, just running that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this does weighted. Universal Bulldog for pistol. And then this is one of the Amazon knockoffs for the G codes. So I'll run it and see if I like it, see if it can handle the weight and a couple range days. And then if so, I might run it for the next running gun. And then back here is just a an AR mag universal too. Yeah. All right, cool. So from here, I'll do a couple gun range days and maybe do an update if there's anything substantial. If not, I will for sure do either like an 8-month or 1-year review. I think the biggest thing will be if the Molle holds up. I think that'll be the biggest thing. If that single stitch or 2 threads on the Molle will hold. But she's pretty heavy already. So I think that's a good test. But on the twist, you know, laterally it's handling it just fine. We'll see what happens when it gets broken in. All right. Thank you so much. So some other things I wanted to see in some testing, like when I was shopping, is how it looked and compared to some others, if you will. Real common belts, right? So the Groove Wallet or the Groove Belt, the Neo Magnetic one, they call themselves an EDC belt. Laterally, I think they do well. The problem is whenever I load it with a weapon, it ends up stretching. So then it like stretches and flips in the front of my belt, like in the front of my pants. It'll like twist and do this. So although I can't crush it, so it is laterally strong enough, I get this turmoil thing too much because it's stretchy. Now, I still think from like an everyday belt perspective, this has been my favorite belt. I use it every single day and have for like probably close to 5 years or 4 years now, 3 years, three years. I got a cool belt. So these are those ratcheting ones, right? I tried these. I ran this in a single 2-gun and 2 running guns. So the first one was 7 miles. The second one was 9 miles. It did good. You can kind of see the marks where my previous pistol holster was. But overall, it did great. Laterally, it's great. I love that you can like quickly tighten it and loosen it. The only thing I didn't like is that you'd have to reset the position every single time, right? So that's kind of the big up for me on going to like a duty belt, even a light duty belt, is the fact that you could lock in some of these positions with the webbing, the Molle webbing, right? So I don't know. We'll see. But laterally, I like this. I mean, this is strong enough, thick enough leather or faux leather or whatever. Stitching was strong enough. I never had any issues with it fraying or anything like that. And I think I used it harder than probably it was designed for. It wasn't really made for like those kind of events. So we'll see what this ends up doing. So again, thanks for checking it out. Did I give you an example, I guess? So just on a thickness perspective, it's slightly thicker than a core. I think laterally, I know you can't feel what I'm feeling. I think the center point is just as thick. Obviously, the adjustable part isn't. Again, 36-inch waist or 38-inch waist, fully looped up. I had this much extra on the large, so that is approximately 4 inches plus 7, so like 7 extra inches on this loop that was still unused. Can you see any of this? I hope so. Okay. All right. I hope this review helps somebody else. We'll go from there. Thanks.